Hello internet! Yeah! What a great day today! So I'm still here in Torrestorp. I choose a little bit different path today. It's gonna be a mixed run, a little bit of trails, a little bit of everything. So it's gonna be fun, and it's still freezing. Yeah, back there in the woods it was really cold. Now with the sun, completely another story. So today I chose to run with these. Check this out. They're a little bit tired. Anyways, you guessed right. I was thinking about talking a bit about shoes. What? Shoes? My God! Yeah, shoes. Yeah. As you know, I started running like exactly 10 years ago, and then back there I bought a pair of cheap Adidas shoes. Anyways, I started running. Eventually I got issues, well actually not because of the shoe, because of the lack of training, I should say, because my feet were not trained. So I had problems, of course. I got my lovely plantar fasciitis, what was the name, and it was tough. I had to rehab, get rid of the pain, and that pain is really nasty. So I had a lot of work ahead of me. And a guy at work told me, like, why don't you try to buy a pair of barefoot shoes and run a bit in the soft nature that we have all around the Gothenburg area in Sweden. Said and done. And I bought a pair of Merrell barefoot shoes. It was a pain at the beginning, but I read a lot, I educated a little bit myself, and I started easily. First day, 15k. Yeah, not the right way to start. You should start like 5k. Easy peasy. Not me. Yeah, and I was like, this is not working. Actually it does. It did eventually. But you need to understand the shape of the foot, the physiognomy of the foot, the biology of the foot, and the movement of the body of the foot, the legs, the body, the whole thing, the whole package. And I didn't have that knowledge about things. What I noticed was a result after my first 110 kilometers race in Istria, Croatia. And as many of us wannabe runners do, we just get inspired of elite runners on YouTube smashing it all over the place, and we check like, I want to have that shoe, those shoes are great. So I did. I bought a pair of Salomon S-Lab soft ground ultra something like that, right? Yeah, they were good. I had great confidence in those. But once again, not the shoe mistake, or not the shoe issue, it was my foot, or better, my feet. But definitely my right foot that was like, I don't like this shoe. And I started to feel the pain or something actually already after 30k, the big climb to the top, but I ignored it, and I ignored everything else. When I came to the kilometer 100, something like that, maybe even that, the half of the race was it, I had a foot which was swollen badly. I did complete the race, but it was not a nice one. Anyways, I noticed that on the right side of my right foot something started to grow. And that's nothing that you want to have. Things that create nothing but trouble. So I bought myself a pair of wider shoes, Innovate 270. By the way, one of the best shoes I had after so many years. And with those, let's talk about the same race. A year after, I bought another pair of Salomon shoes, slightly bigger, half size bigger I guess, and I had those Innovate in my drop bag. The idea was to cover the technical part with my Salomon shoes and the rest finish with my Innovate shoes. Yeah, it went great. I mean, the shoe changed. Everything else was a mess. When I came to the drop bag, my shoes were just killing my feet. My toenails were gone, and my stride was suffering like hell. And why is that? There's a simple reason. I just had to check my big toe and its form, and the shoe that had completely opposite dimension. The shoe was actually pushing my big toe to the right, thus squeezing my toes and creating a mess. It was too warm there inside because of the friction. I got blisters, bleeding, toenails that popped up, popped off, whatever. It was a mess. I had to change my socks as well because they were soaked with blood. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have this some other time. Yeah, anyways, the Innovate shoes after that were just like a blessing from the sky. But at that point, everything was a mess, and I just had to be happy to finish the race. Yeah, lesson learned. I tried to educate myself even more, learn a little bit more about the science behind the products, the different companies and everything. I got a little bit of help from my fellow runners, and yeah, I just noticed that I enjoyed wider shoes, and I really enjoy Ultra, but sometimes my feet will also have something else. Maybe it's a drop, just to rest a little bit, just to, yeah, it's good when you activate all the muscles around the ankle, thus avoiding unpleasant complications like I had a few months ago. But thankfully my feet, or better say my right foot, was okay, even though it didn't look good back there. It looked like hell. But I'm here now and I'm getting better. Now, a little bit of road running. And it's gonna be here a few miles, which is good. So at the end, it's a never-ending story. I have now a huge amount of shoes. I like to test those shoes. I'm very curious. I enjoy trying new things, and as you see right now, I'm running with my old Hoka speed goats, the model number 2. Yeah, it is, because I remember that one. I got one pair of shoes of these and they just cracked directly after 150k. Then I had these. I got these as a replacement. It was a little bit better, but after 500k, same thing. And I guess a little bit is because of my feet being wider. So maybe I should buy a wider model of the Hoka. I don't know. But when I check the form of the shoe, it's not really a good form for a good dimension for my feet. Anyways, I just have to understand that and I will be fine. So according to my analysis, I'm okay with Ultra, maybe Topo, shoes like that. A few Merrell were fine. I was okay for miles and miles and miles and miles with Brooks, no problem there. But after a few years I had to buy a bigger size. Why is that? Yeah, because of the mileage, my feet got wider and larger, bigger. Yeah, great and Bigfoot here. Yeah, it's a thing, actually, and you just have to be ready for a change. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You're gonna buy bigger shoes, and it's quite okay, because if you consider the racing aspect, when you run 100k or more, you need to have competent socks. Yeah, many of us complain about the shoes, but a lot of the issues that we have is due to the wrong choice of socks. Is it cotton? Is it too much synthetic or other components that are inside? You cannot blame the manufacturer. You just need to understand how your feet and your body works, and then you have to test. You have to try and find what's working for you. Right now I'm running with a little bit thicker pair of wool socks, kind of recycled product, which is fine, keeping my feet warm and preventing me from having blisters or anything. But if I'm gonna run long races, I'm gonna definitely use my toe socks and apply another pair of socks on top of it. Yeah, 2 pair of socks. And why is that? That's because the first pair in GG socks, those are going to be very tight. Those are going to be tight around my toenails and around my toes and the whole foot, the whole thing. And the other pair essentially is going to do 2 things: prevent from blisters and protect my feet even when it's wet, so, and keep them warm if it's cold like today. So there are things to think here about. It's not all about the shoes. And then, as I told you before, how your feet react, what's your running form, how do you like running, are you a fast or a slow runner? That is going to affect your choice here, because you know these pair of shoes are completely different, or the behavior of the shoe is completely different on a runner that runs double the speed that I'm running now, and that's normal. That is, it's a fact. So it's all about the expectations of yours, and sometimes we need to adjust those expectations and understand what's the goal here. Yeah, check this out. Pretty loud here. Anyways, guys, that's all for today. This was fun. Shoes, wow. Feel free to ask, comment, whatever you want in the comment section below, and have a nice day. Bye bye.